Hi, this is Kelvin here. So I just want to take a little time to explain quickly um, a setup that I'm framing on 25 index. So I want to explain it very well so that it will be clear. Um, so if you look at 25 index, which I have on the screen right now, we can see clearly that. So from where I stand, you can see that this pair is from the 4 hour, let's say even daily time frame, um, daily 24-hour time frame. You can see that this pair is technically bullish. We are in a bullish market. Okay, so you can see that the pair is bullish. The pair is bullish, and currently we are having this area where this trend line is being taken out. So currently we are seeing that this trend line is being taken out around this zone. Um, yeah, around here right now. So we are getting a trend line break around this place. So that is the first thing that we have to look at. So the question is this trend line break going to hold? Is it going to hold? Is it going to hold? Is price going to dip to the downside, or is going to fake and reject back into this area and probably give us a push to the upside into this area of interest or institutional reference point. So I can see this area as a fair value gap. There's a fair value gap up here, this area. As a matter of fact, it is a balanced price range. So there is this fair value gap here, the bullish fair value gap here, and that meets with a bearish fair value gap. So this area is an area where price will want to come to in the future, probably trade to cover up this whole zone here. So we want to see if price will move up above the trend line and probably want to target this area of interest or imbalances. So that's one thing that we can be thinking about or looking at. The other thing is that, so normally, what is the last swing low on this daily chart? So the last low that gave a high is here. That gave this high is this low. So that low has not been taken out. Price tried to come down, it stopped here and then went up to this area. So this low, if this low is to be taken out, price is to trade down to take this low out. Then this is going to serve as a change of character or a break of structure on the daily time frame. And with this scenario, we are going to expect to have some kind of a pullback into this zone or this range, which is from this highs here, and then the low that it will give us after breaking this low, after closing below this low, which I can just assume, let's say somewhere here. So we're going to have this range, and probably we might want to target equilibrium 50% to sell again, or probably we might target price coming back into the balance price range, which is the um, premium zone up here for the sell. So these are possibilities or things that we could see or we could happen. But until price drops to take this low, for me, I am not seeing a bearish market yet. Okay, so we have this area, though we have this area, this low here, okay, because this low gave us this high. Okay, and that this low also took out this internal high here before giving us this high here. So if this low is taken out here, it's a sign of a kind of a break of structure that can validate we having this sell. Okay, yeah, but until this area is taken out, if this area is taken out, then I am going to be convinced that we are really going to be going bearish on 25 index. So this is the daily time frame. Yeah, but for now, I am not looking for a bearish move. I'm anticipating price to close or move, reject and close above the trend line, reject and close above the trend line after reacting into this area. Another thing that I can see here is that we are likely seeing something like we're likely seeing something like uh, a head, a head and a shoulder like pattern here. So if we are able, if price rejects, you can see that as price is hitting this area multiple times, it keeps rejecting. So there's a likelihood that if this daily candle rejects back above the trend line, price is going to buy, is going to be bullish. And if that is going to happen, or if that happens, then we might be seeing this pattern look like a head and a shoulder pattern. Here being the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder at this side. So that's what we are likely to be seeing. So that is also something to pay attention to on this chart. So with this said, I want to go ahead and jump into the lower time frame, let's say 8-hour time frame, and then see what is happening. So on the 8-hour time frame, this is what we see. We are seeing price reacting into this area. There is nothing showing that price is going to go bullish on the 8-hour time frame right now. So 24 hours or daily time frame looks bearish. Daily time frame, 8-hour time frame is looking bearish. Let's go to 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is looking, there is a bearish candle that took out the trend line, but there is a bullish candle that opened up and it's trying to reject. So if this current 4-hour candle, which will close in the next 1 hour 30 minutes, if this candle, 4-hour candle, current candle, if it closes above the trend line here, then this will be like a false breakout, just like the way it did here. Okay, around this area, when price got here, it broke the trend line and quickly moved and engulfed above the trend line here. Okay, and then we got a buy, a big move to the upside. This area to price dropped here, and then when it's rejected above the trend line, we got some move to here. So this time is still below the trend line, which means we are bearish. But if price is to reject in the current 4-hour candle, or maybe the 8-hour candle that we saw, if the 8-hour candle everything rejects off. If the 8-hour, this is the current 8-hour candle that we're dealing with, is currently looking like a doji. Okay, so if the current 8-hour, no, is this one. Yeah, the 8-hour candle is this one. So if this current 8-hour candle is able to reject back into above the trend line, which will mean that the 4-hour candle has pushed to close above the trend line. If that happens, then we are going to be seeing price likely to push to the upside. So let's go to 1 hour to see what is happening on the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, we have currently seen that around this, let's say, support area, price hit there, and we saw an engulfing candle that closed above this 4-hour candle, 1 hour candle, the last 1 hour candle here. We have seen this candle, and we've seen another 1 hour candle that has pushed the upside. It's reacting into the lows that were taken out below the trend line, and also this area, it looks like a fair value gap where price is reacting in now. Okay, this area looks like a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap. So this area can be a place where price could engulf back into a bearish move and then continue to sell. Okay. So we still don't have a bullish momentum or bullish move yet. So if until this 1 hour candle rejects back or closes and the next 1 hour candle takes off somewhere, let's say from here, takes off and closes above the trend line. Okay, so these are the things that we'll be looking for. If this does not happen, we are not going to see a buy. We're going to continue to have a sell or a bearish market. Let's go to 30 minutes to see what is happening on the 30 minutes. So on the 30 minutes, the story is on the 30 minutes, the story seems similar to what is happening on the 1 hour. Okay, so we still price came back into these previous lows that were broken, and then price is reacting. If it continues to engulf bearish, then we'll continue to see the sell. But if it rejects or if a new 30 minutes candle opens and then pushes up, this current 30 minutes candle will close in the next like 4 minutes. So if it does that and a new one opens and moves above this area, then and closes above the trend line, then we're going to likely see price giving us a bullish market. So let's see what is going to happen. For now, I am more interested in price giving the bullish indication so that I can buy. But I mean, probably everything is clear that price is going to sell or is trying to sell right now. So this is for just learning purposes and understanding purposes. So check it out and see what you can understand or make out of this. The other thing is that let me move to 15 minutes time frame. The other thing is that on the 15 minutes time frame, we can see that, let me use this red line. Okay, so we can see that, let me make it blue. Good. So on the 15-minute time frame, we can see that this particular area, anytime price hit here, it drops, hit here, it drops this particular area or price. Anytime price hits there, it drops down, it rejects off and comes down. Price hit here, comes down. Hit comes down, hit comes down, hit comes down, hit comes down. But this time, the last hit, it hit and the body, there was a body close above it. So there is a body close above it, and price came down. So the body closed above it and at the same time closed above the trend line. So this little thing that happened here, this thing that happened here is a communication or an intention that the market is revealing to us that anytime price closes above this trend line and the blue line again, it is technically likely to buy. So this area is our buy signal. If price is to close body above here, it's our buy signal. Stop loss can technically be somewhere here. This area is our buy signal, and we're going to target price going up to the next area of interest. So this is technically the buy setup that we'll be looking at from the 15 minutes time frame perspective. So let me go back to the 30 minutes to see yes. There is also another thing that I am seeing here right now. From the 30 minutes time frame. Okay. So from the 30 minutes, so we look at this high here, this area, this low, this area, this high here, and this high here. So I can I can view this area as I see like a head and a shoulder neckline break and the right shoulder here. So what do we expect? A sell, and we've gotten a sell up to here. So the target, if price continues to sell, the target is going to be this trend line. And the moment price closes below this trend line, we're going to technically see probably a retracement or a pushback into this area and then continues to sell, to drop. Okay. So this is technically another dimension or aspect that we can view the market from, the pair from. Okay. So if this is a head and a shoulder, and this seems to have been successful, okay, because we have the head, the left shoulder, the neckline broken, which is the blue line, and then the trend line area where they meet, okay, this area, this zone. So the moment price pushes up from somewhere here into the trend line and above the blue line, then it means this head and shoulder pattern that was to reverse price or help price to continue the bearish movement. That head and shoulder pattern has not been fulfilled, or the momentum, the bearish momentum to carry on the head and shoulder pattern to be completed has not been there. And therefore the bullish, there is the bulls are in charge. Okay, that is if price is to move up to close above the blue line and the trend line. The blue line is my magic support resistance line. Okay. So these are the options that I can see on the chart right now. So as it looks right now, we are bearish. As it looks right now, market is bearish on 25 index. Okay, 25 index. So let's be patient. I'll be patient and watch to see. I don't want to engage in a bearish, or in the sell. I don't want to engage in the sell. I'm waiting to see if the head and the shoulder pattern is going to fail, and then I can jump on a buy. Okay, because sometimes the market would, and I have that strong feeling because I have that strong feeling because the market is rejecting off the support, the yellow area, multiple times. Okay, so sometimes the market will fake you that it wants to give you a move, and then you follow it, and then you get caught up. If I was going to sell for this pattern, head and a shoulder pattern, I would have liked to get my entry somewhere here. And with that, I would be holding this trade and not close until price comes above this area where I'm framing for the buy setup. But once I did not sell from this area for the head and shoulder pattern, then I'm not going to be selling from below here. Okay. Probably I will do a sell if price continues to sell and break this whole area and pushes back into it for a retest. Then I'm going to be looking to sell from this area. I'm going to be looking to sell from this area. And for that sell, I'm going to be targeting price coming down, price coming down into somewhere this area to give us a break of a structure on the higher time frame. Okay, so this is what I'll be targeting. Okay, if price is to break below the support here, then I will be on the retest, I will be joining the sell. But until that happens, I feel like price might reject off the area of interest again and then push up and give us a bullish market into the area of interest above this here, this zone. Good. Another thing that I'm seeing, I think I've already mentioned that, but what I'm also seeing again is if this bullish head and shoulder pattern is going to work, this here, 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 here. Okay. So this looks also like a bullish head and shoulder pattern where um we have the left shoulder, we have the neckline, we have the head, we have the price goes up, break structure to the neckline again, and we have the right shoulder. Okay. So if price pushes up again into the above the trend line, like I'm anticipating, then this right shoulder formation would be perfect. And once that is done, price will want to buy into this balanced price range area of interest here and probably drop to retest somewhere here or something of that sort and give us a bullish market that will take out the high and complete the bullish head and the shoulder pattern. Right. So these are the possibilities that I'm seeing on 25 index right now. And I will lean more towards the bullish anticipation instead of looking for to go bearish. Yeah, so for now, let me go back to 30 minutes. For now, I want to wait and see things clear. I want to wait and see things clear. Okay, so we have seen a 30 minutes engulfing candle, that candle that engulfs this bullish one. So let's see if it will continue to drop, it will continue to sell. Let's see. Um, let's see if it will continue to sell. But the moment it pushes up above the trend line and closes above the blue line again, that is going to be my entry signal. That is going to be my entry signal. It's going to be my entry signal. Yeah, above this area to price, reject off here, reject off here, reject off here. So it's likely this area is going to be just the minimum TP if this buy is to hold. Yeah, so for me, I feel like I'm more gravitated towards price buying than continuing to sell because I like more of um, taking reversal trades. So it looks like price wants to sell, but I'm looking for the reversal. So let's see what will happen. Let's see how it will go. Let me still go to a 15 minutes and see what is happening on the 15 minutes. Okay, good. So we have two 15-minute candlesticks that are pushed down. Let me see the, okay, so we see a break of structure here and price drops to retest that area. So this is the it we've gotten a 50% or equilibrium drop. The price dropped to the 50% zone. So let's see if it's going to keep going up. Okay, so the buy signal is if price is to close above the blue line and the trend line. Yeah, let's see how it goes. If it does not sell, if it does not go up, then we'll wait for price to break down this whole yellow area support and then wait for a retest to the upside and then we can sell. But for now, let's wait for price to do its own thing and give us the direction to go. I hope this helps a lot to clarify this trade. Keep monitoring and let's see.